Hello students, I am PV Lakshman Prasad, your guide in this video. Hope you are doing good. Today we will be discussing about rational number and their properties. So let's get started. The definition of rational number is any number of the form p by q where the denominator q is non-zero. P and q being integers is called a rational number. Now what do you mean by this? You take any number like 24 by 11. As you can clearly see, the denominator here is 11, which is not 0. 11 is a non-zero number. Here both 24 and 11 are integers. So we will consider 24 by 11 as a rational number. Now let's take another example. 5 by 0. The condition for any number to be called a rational number is that the denominator should be non-zero. But here you can clearly see that in the denominator we are having 0. And it is obvious that you cannot divide it. It is against the rule to divide any number by 0. So hence this is not a rational number. 24th number, 5 by 0 is not a rational number. Now, if in p by q both p and q are positive integers, definitely p by q will be positive. So in that case, p by q will be called a positive rational number. Positive rational number. If p and q are both negative, both p and q are negative, like this, minus p and minus q, then also both the negative sign will just cancel out, and then also we will say that p by q is a positive rational number in spite of p and q being negatives. But if either of p and q are negative, then definitely p by q will be termed as a negative rational number. P by q, if either of them will be negative, suppose let's take the numerator as a negative, then this can be written as minus p by q, which is a negative rational number. Moving ahead, now we'll discuss about the properties of rational numbers. The very first property, closure property, then commutative property. Now when I say property of rational number, I am basically referring to the additive property. That is my operation here will be addition. I am discussing the properties of the operation, that is plus. So the properties of rational number, the very first property is the closure property. The next one is the commutative property. The third property we'll discuss is associative property, then the existence of additive identity, and the last one, existence of additive inverse. So let's start the first property. If you have any two rational number, if p by q and suppose r by s, where q not equal to 0 and s not equal to 0, are rational numbers, are two rational numbers. If p by q and r by s are two rational numbers, then p by q plus r by s. I am adding both of them, as I said earlier that the operation I am using here is addition. P by Q plus R by S is also a rational number. Is also a rational number. अगर हम दो रैशनल नंबर लेते हैं तो उन दोनों का सम भी, the sum of two rational numbers will also be a rational number. That will not be an irrational number. So let's take an example. 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is a rational number. 4 by 6 is a sorry, let's take another example. 3 by 5 is a rational number. Both 2 by 3 and 3 by 5 are rational numbers. Now if I will add them, what will I get? Taking the LCM will be 15. The result will be 19 by 15, which is also a rational number. So this is the first property that we discussed. Now moving on, the second property will be the commutative property. The second property is the commutative property. Commutative property says that if P by Q, comma R by S are two rational numbers where both Q and S are non-zeros, then P by Q plus R by S, again I am using the addition operation, P by Q plus R by S is equal to R by S plus P by Q. In basic lower classes, you know that when you add two integers, suppose 2 plus 3, the result will be 5. If you just reverse the numbers, 3 plus 2, the result is still the 5. So we used to say that integer, the addition of integer is commutative. So similarly, when you add the two rational numbers, also you will get the commutative result. Let's take an example. Two by 3 plus 3 by 5. The sum will be 19 by 15. Now I am just reversing it. 3 by 5 plus 2 by 3. Again the LCM is 15 and the result is still the same. So here we will say that the addition of two rational numbers satisfies the commutative property. Let's go to the third number property. So in the third property, we are going to discuss about the associative property of the operation plus addition. If P by Q, comma R by S, comma U by V, where all the denominators Q, S and V are non-zeros, are rational numbers, then P by Q plus R by S plus U by V, here bracket is covering R by S and U by V, and in this part, in the right hand side, the bracket is covering P by Q and R by S. And when you solve both the things, the result will still be the same. So let's take an example. In order to verify the associative property, let's take an example. Let's take three rational numbers, supposedly 3 by 4, 4 by 5 and 5 by 6. We have to find the sum of the three in order to verify this result. Three by 4 plus 4 by 5 plus 5 by 6. But we will find the sum in two cases. First, I will place a bracket here, and in the other case I will place a bracket here. And for the associative property to be verified, both the results must match. Here the LCM will be the LCM of 4 and 5 will be, we are finding the LCM of 4 and 5 because we have studied BODMAS in our lower classes, which says that the bracket part should be solved first. So the LCM of 4 and 5 is obviously 20. Just take the LCM, just add them. It's 31 by 20 plus 5 by 6. The LCM of 20 and 6. The LCM of 20 and 6 is 60. So what we will get? We will get 93 here plus 50. The result is 143 by 60. This is the result that we obtained by placing a bracket here and then adding everything. In the next case, we'll add up everything and we'll place a bracket here. Let's see. It is 3 by 4 plus the LCM of 5 and 6 is 30. This is 24 plus this is 25. 3 by 4 plus 49 by 30. The LCM of 4 and 30 will be 60. And the result here is 45 plus 98, which is actually 143 by 60. So you see the result obtained in the first case and the result obtained in the second case are both same. Hence, the associative property is proved. Now we'll move on to the fourth property. The existence of additive identity. Now, what is an additive identity? Additive identity means a quantity which you are adding in a rational number, the result should not change. See, for an example, let's take a rational number p by q. I have to add a quantity here. Since the addition of rational number satisfies the commutative property, I can write it this way also. Box plus p by q. There's a blank space which we have to fill, and after adding something in this rational number, the rational number should not change. This will still remain p by q. So can you guess what should be filled in the box? The result is of course 0. You add 0 to any number, the result does not change. Like it is 5 plus 0 is still 5. 0 plus minus 4 is still minus 4. Like this. So 0 is the additive identity that exists for any rational number. Moving on to the last property, existence of additive inverse. Existence of additive inverse. You take a rational number p by q. I've taken a rational number. I have to add something here. The result should be the additive identity. And just now we have discussed what is the additive identity for a rational number. That is 0. That means you have to add something to p by q to make it 0. Obviously, minus p by q, if we add, we'll get 0. So minus p by q is the additive inverse of this rational number p by q. For example, 3/4, इसमें ऐसा हम क्या ऐड कर सकते हैं कि हमको 0 मिले? इट इज ऑब्वियसली -3/4. जस्ट टेक द ऑपोजिट ऑफ द साइन. -3/5 में what can I add so that the result will be 0? +3/5. Both of them cancel out and that will give you 0. So these are the 5 properties, easy properties. You have to understand them very well in order to solve the problems. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.